Class 7 Honeycomb Book Session 4 Lesson 2 The Gift of Chappals. Now let us revise what we have learnt in our previous classes. We learnt Mridu goes along with Tapi to her aunt Rukmani's place. There she met her cousin Ravi, Meena and Lali. Everyone was very happy. Meena informed her that they had found a kitten outside their house, but they must keep it as a secret. Ravi describes the problem he is facing and know the other side of the happiness of keeping the cat, and on the other side he is very happy of keeping the cat. Now in this we shall move to the next paragraph. Mridu crept up to the window. Lali was sitting a little distance away, awkwardly holding her violin and bowstring, her elbow jutting out and her eyes glazed with concentration. In front of her, with most of his back to the window, as the bony figure of the music master. He had a most bald head with a fring of oiled black hair falling around his ears and an old-fashioned tuft. A gold chain gleamed around his leathery neck and a diamond ring glittered on his hands as it glided up and down the stem of the violin. A large foot stuck out from beneath his gold-bordered vesty edge, and as he was beating time on the floor with a scrawny big toe. Now in this paragraph, what happens? Mridu is looking out of the window. That is where Lali and the music master are practicing. So they are looking from the window. Who's looking? Mridu, Ravi and Meena. These three are looking. Lali was sitting a little distance away. So Lali was sitting a little distance away from the music master, awkwardly holding her violin and bowstring. So she was not holding the violin properly. She was awkwardly holding it, both the violin and the bowstring. Her elbows jutting out. Her elbow was also coming out. So she was not holding the violin in a proper way. So her elbows were coming out. Her eyes glazed with concentration. Her eyes glazed with concentration means she was not fully concentrating. Her expressions were very dull. So she was not concentrating on the violin. In front of her was the most of his in front of her with most of his back to the window was a bony figure of the music master. So in front of her was sitting the music master. Now here is in these lines is describing how was the music master. He had a bald head with a fringe of oiled black hair falling. So what was there? The hair here, oiled his hair and the oil was coming out of his hair round his ears and an old-fashioned tuft. So he had little hair in the between of his hair. That was the old-fashioned, and oil was tipping from that tuft of his hair. He wore a gold chain. So in his neck he had a gold chain gleamed around his leathery neck. So in his neck there was a gold chain. So what is a leathery neck? It is a texture of his skin. Okay. So a gold chain gleamed. Gleamed means shining. And a diamond ring glittered on his hands as it glided up and down the stem of the violin. So as the violin stick was going up and down, the diamond ring was glittering. It was shining. A large foot stuck out from beneath his gold bordered vest. A large foot means what he had worn a dhoti, and as he was sitting down, his foot was being seen and his dhoti had a golden border, and he was beating time on the floor with a scrawny big toe. So his legs were up and down beating on that floor. Scrawny means thin, big toes he had. So the meanings here are awkwardly, lacking grace or ease in movement, glazed, dull expression, leathery, the texture of something, glided, move along smoothly, vesty, dhoti, stumbled, followed haltingly. Children, you can find the answers of this question. The first question is, what did Mridu see from the window? Second is, describe the music master. The next paragraph, he played a few notes. Lali stumbled behind him on her violin, which looked quite helpless and unhappy in her hands. What a difference! The music master's notes seemed to float up and settle perfectly into the invisible tracks of the melody. It was like the wheels of a train fitting smoothly into the rails and whizzing along, as Ravi said. Mridu startled at that huge bringed hand moving effortlessly up the violin stem, making lovely music. Squawk! That was Lali derailing again. Amma came a wail from the gate. Amma! Now in this paragraph what we see that Lali is learning to play the violin. But as she played the few notes, Lali stumbled behind him, behind the music sir. She stumbled behind the music sir, which looked quite helpless and unhappy in her hand. The notes that she played on her violin were not very, were looking very helpless and unhappy into her hand. Now what is the difference between Lali and between the music master? Now Lali is learning. She is a learner. So she cannot be very perfect as well as the master is very perfect in his work. What a difference. The music master notes seem to float up and settle perfectly into the invisible tracks of melody. So here in this line what it is saying that the music master was very perfectly playing the violin. Okay, and his tracks were very melodious. It was like the wheels of a train fitting smoothly into the rails and whizzing along. So he says that they're comparing the music master that he was so smooth and so nice, like it was whizzing along. As Ravi said, Mridu stared at that huge, bringed, hard moving, effortless up the violin. So Mridu was staring at the violin and the fingers of the music master effortlessly by the violin stem, making a lovely music. So the violin that the music master played was so effortlessly he was playing that the music was very lovely. Suddenly they heard a noise. That was Lali derailing again. So here again Lali is derailing. She is not very perfect. Suddenly they hear a voice. Amma came a wail from the gate. Amma. The voice that came from the gate. So they heard one more sound that is coming from the gate. Meanings: stumbled, to go unsteadily. Beringed, the music master is wearing a ring. Here are some questions. Please answer the questions, children. What was the difference between the music master and Lali? And find the opposite of invisible in this paragraph.